Welcome everyone. We're delivering to you the real stories of our global Atomians to dig deeper into Atomy. I'm Cameron, your host for Global Talk to Me. And here we have several global Atomians who are joining us today. Welcome everybody.
Hello. Good to see you. Hello.
Yes. Over here on the end, we have Lizelle joining us again. How have you been?
I'm good. Last month I just came back to the Philippines and did a business there, and also met my partners, my business partners, and also my families. So I have a wonderful time.
Wow, that must have been a great time in the Philippines. I'm a little jealous. We also have 3 new faces as well, so that everyone watching at home can get to know a little bit about you. Please quickly introduce yourselves, starting over here.
Sure, hello.
Hello.
I'm Julie Kim, Sharon's master. I grew up in the United States, so that's where I started my Atomy business. And after the pandemic, I came to Korea and expanding my business here globally as well.
Oh,
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yes. And then here?
Hey guys,
Hi.
I'm Jessica. I'm a diamond master. Can you guys pick up my accent or guess where I'm from?
Somewhere in the southern part of the hemisphere.
Good guess.
Yes.
I'm from where koalas and kangaroos are, Australia.
Australia.
Yeah, I lived there for 11 years. So I went there when I was 14. Lived there for 11 years, and then I came back just like Julie once COVID arose, and since then I'm doing this as global business.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, Jessica.
Thank you.
And then the gentleman
Nice to
on the
meet
end.
you. Hello, guys.
Hi.
I am Lee Jae-woong, Diamond Master. I'm Korean, and I'm not that about country. Although I'm good at speaking English, but I want to enjoy today's talk show. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us. And thanks to all of you, we have a lot of exciting things to talk about today. As we all know by now, the K syndrome, the K wave has taken over the world by storm. We have K-pop, K-food, K-dramas. We have so many things from Korean culture that are being exported out. What is your guys' opinion on all of this?
Well, actually, K-pop, K-beauty is already well known, but most shocking thing for me was actually these days, the traditional Korean tools and outwear is very popular all over the world. So, have you guys heard about cut? Which is the Korean traditional hat.
Yeah.
Some of you guys may have seen it from Netflix.
Yes.
So that's also popular, and the hoe, which is the tool they dig into the hole, it's called homi in Korea.
I saw that on the internet.
Yes. So apparently these 2 items are all sold out on Amazon. So people are very interested, and it's popular. Yeah.
That's absolutely great. Yeah. And we mentioned K-food. Have you had any experiences specifically with K-food and its acceptance abroad?
Yes, I have a story about K-food. I like ramen, and I cook for my daughters, and they like mine than her mothers. Yes, I like ramen, so I have read an article. The ramen export is grow 10 times than the Korean kimchi.
10 times.
Yes. I was also surprised that many people kimchi is the Korean style traditional dishes and food, but ramen is 10 times than kimchi. I wonder what makes this K-food syndrome.
Yeah, I wonder why people are so interested in ramyeon.
I think honestly, K culture had a big impact. You know, Japaguri.
From
Parasite.
I like it.
And also BTS's spicy 볶음면. Oh my goodness. These went viral, which made a big impact for the Korean ramen, right? And the popularity grew from that.
That's really true, and I think If you think about ramen, you can buy it in the supermarket. It's easy to make at home by yourself.
Yes.
It's easily accessible to someone
Right.
not as familiar with cooking Korean food,
Yeah,
right?
In the Philippines, Filipino love ramen. But then the rich people don't eat ramen. It's because they think that it's for common people or for ordinary people. So when I went to the Philippines last month, I met a lady who is affluent and running a business, a big business in the Philippines. And then she said that she can give ramen to her children for as long as it's Atomy ramen.
Only Atomy ramen. Why?
No other brand. Because she think that Atomy ramen has its premium quality and it's made of healthier ingredients compared to other brands.
Oh, wow. So the Atomy K ramyun is breaking some cultural barriers by being high quality and healthy. That's great. Have there been any other food-related experiences you've had?
You know, Russians like to eat chocolate a lot. That's what I remember. Because they like to, stock up on sugar and chocolate to fight the cold, weather.
Yeah.
It's always cold there.
yeah.
And my business partners and consumers, I gave them our Atomy's Choco Balls. You know how tasty that is. Yes.
They're really good.
They love the taste, but at the same time, it was easy on their diet. It's a
Right,
healthier
it's
version.
healthier.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, healthier.
Well, that is absolutely amazing how Atomy is able to take these K food products and really successfully introduce them into the market. The reception has been absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
You were talking about the Philippines. What has the reception been in the Philippines?
In the Philippines, there is a positive reception because when they see that it's made in Korea, they think that the products are luxurious.
Yeah, K-beauty is huge. Like anything made in Korea, they just grab it without looking at it a second time. So not only because of the ingredients being organic, as Lizon said, luxurious impression, as well as the design and the patterns that go behind it made a huge reputation, a positive reputation about K-beauty all over the world.
Yes, they're less biased towards it. They're so open-minded about that because, they buy Atomy products without hesitation, no questions asked. Why? Because it's K-beauty brand, right?
Right.
So I think Atomy definitely has a competitive advantage.
Definitely.
There's definitely a synergistic effect, right? K-Wave, the image, the premium quality, with the premium quality products that Atomy already produces, I think has made it very successful abroad.
These days, made in
Made in
Korea,
Korea.
the K brand is number one. Anywhere, anybody, every day, they wash, brush every day. So I think the Korean many good products will be sellable in everywhere in the world.
That's very true. I mean, everybody wants a good quality toothbrush at a good price, right?
In the Philippines, lifestyle or living products are saleable. Actually, Atomy Hemuhim is also popular. Some people find it economically unaffordable. Toothbrush and shampoo and toothpaste are daily necessities. That's why they prefer to buy it rather than Hemuhim. And also the rich people buy also the Medicook.
Medicook, the kitchen utensil, the
Yeah.
cooking supplies.
Yeah.
But I assume even though everyone in the world would use a toothbrush, would use cooking utensils, there's probably some differences between country to country.
Yeah, definitely. When it comes to cosmetic products, especially depending on the environment, I guess there is huge difference, huge preference. For example, I went to Mongolia. It's cold weather. During winter, it goes down to negative 40 degrees.
Negative 40.
I went there during January, February. That's how cold it is in Mongolia. So obviously people tend to have dry skin. So they're looking for products that is very moisturizing with thick consistency. Whereas in Bangladesh, which is much hotter environment.
Right.
Yes. And in Bangladesh, they're looking for something has lighter, like fresh feeling. And of course, they have this impression of having lighter skins means the symbol of wealth. So they're looking for a product that brightens their skin. So in Atomy products, peeling gel, peel-off mask, a top seller in Bangladesh market.
Wow, yeah. Depending on your environment, depending on your culture, even though they're all cosmetics, they're all very different.
Right.
Julie is someone who's lived a long time in America. What do Americans prefer with their cosmetics?
Americans are interested in skincare, but they don't really like complex skincare regimen. So they tend to stay away from product sets.
What? Set? They don't like set?
Yeah, here in Korea, everybody loves sets,
my
right?
father's so like anime. That's because my father, the huge fan of Absolute. And furthermore, every day they like and clean or face wrinkle free. Wrinkle free. So my father is much younger than his friends. So I don't understand why they don't like the scent.
Well, Western societies, I think they have a different perception about skincare. For Americans, what happens is they use a couple of products recommended by the beauty advisors if they go to the department stores, and they just use that. Sometimes they don't even know what ampule is, what serum is. They just have everything called lotion. Everything's lotion.
Everything is lotion.
Everything
Everything is cream or lotion.
Right,
Yeah,
so they can't tell the
I
difference.
can understand that. That depends on the culture of every
Right.
nation.
So if we give them a set, it's like too much hassle for them. They don't know what to use. So we just recommend them what they need, depending on their concern. And then what we do is once they like it, then we give them the set and they'll take it. And they love it. That's how we approach them.
But you bring up a very good point. If you want to succeed in a global business, you have to be able to find those parts of the country's culture where you can introduce the right Atomy product for them. Have any of you experienced maybe a cultural aspect that you've matched with an Atomy product?
Well, recently, last month, April, there was the Ramadan period in Bangladesh. So people do fasting there. So that's why, because of their culture, me doing anime business, because it's global business, so we gotta respect their culture. So we have to organize a Zoom meeting after 9 p.m. when they start eating. Like when you're hungry, you get really grumpy. You don't want to work, right?
I don't wanna eat, yeah.
Exactly. So that's one of cultural aspects in Bangladesh. Talk more about Bangladesh because it's a Muslim country, very restricted about gender. So I found it very interesting when I went to hair salon. There are two different entrances. So one for female, the other one for male. So for male, only male hairdressers can do their hair. For female, obviously, only female hairdressers. So for me, who wants to promote Atomy products, I'm not allowed to touch any male consumers. So in order to demonstrate products, I need to ask my other partners, who's a guy, a gentleman, he has to promote and demonstrate and can make any physical touch on same gender consumers. So that's very important.
So
to
if you're
understand
touching
culture.
their hair or like rubbing a lotion into their skin or anything, only the same gender.
Only same gender allowed.
Wow.
Yeah. If you don't know this, you make a huge mistake on them. So you gotta be careful. So yeah.
Right. We've been talking about a lot of cultural differences, but are there any more you can think of?
I'm Korean, but growing up in the US and living there for so long, Korea feels abroad to me. And what I realized is that Korean culture has that body, let's go. Everything's so fast here. But in the United States, everything's so free. Let's take it slow. And not just American culture, but in also Latino culture, I was experienced with Latino culture. So I think with Atomy business as well, that really implies too much packed schedule, too much pressure. It can be a lot of a burden.
Yes,
So
yeah.
what we do is, for me, we like to have fun at the same time. So in our seminars, we like to have some music after. And for Latino cultures, I was invited to events where we had lots of dance parties.
Oh, wow. An Atomy dance party.
So I would, dance a lot with them.
Wow.
On music. It was very easygoing. That's what I really liked. And that created a lot of bond, created a strong bond with them, and created a relationship, which also connected to, business partners, and they became my consumers as well.
Wow. That was it's a very great strategy, Everyone here seems to have a very, very flourishing global business going on. Jacob, I know you said that you're a little bit newer to global business. I'm sure you'll be very successful very soon. But do you have any questions for these three ladies?
Okay. I want to go abroad and meet the global business partners, but I'm still not have many businessmen. So I wonder how I get or make my friends or business partner in foreign country.
Oh yes, making that first initial contact abroad, that can be quite difficult. Do any of you have advice for him?
I think I can answer to the question. Actually, whenever you think about the international foreigner partners, you think of going abroad, right? But I guess it's much better, much faster if you can find a foreigner who's living in Korea, who can speak Korean, who's familiar. Right here. Yeah. So if you're going abroad, you gotta spend your time, money, effort, everything, right? But if you're in Korea, closer, so which means you can see each other more often. And as we talked about it earlier, foreigner who's familiar with Korean culture can work better with you in Korea. So I would definitely recommend you can have your partners abroad, but look for someone who can work with you here in local area as well.
Yeah, you can look in your village, look in Korea. You can definitely find someone. Lizelle as well, as a Filipino living in Korea. I'm sure you have a lot that you could tell Jacob.
I think it's really important to find leaders who you can connect with. So like for example, in Australia, I have a lot of partners in Australia, and we have also one center in Australia, my partner center. I started to have these global partners through a Filipino community in Australia. And I continue to show the vision to them, and then that led to more and more partners.
Thank you for advice and good information.
Do you happen to have any family somewhere?
My younger brother live in Washington D.C. So I have not yet visited my brother's home, but someday I want to visit my brother. Yes, make friends or make my business.
Yeah, and if you're going to go to DC to see your brother, maybe Julie has some advice. You've done a lot of work in the States.
Yes. You know, the tip that I want to give you is be patient. Because in the United States, there are a lot of people we have varieties, you know, from various countries, different backgrounds. We literally call it the melting pot, right? Lots of different cultures, so people are all at different stages. So be patient with that. And one of the things that I experienced was they might be a little bit slow at technology and, you know, a little bit in that area. So it might take a little while to teach them and, you know, help them learn how to even download Atomy app. You know, it took about 2-3 months for me for one of my partners. Things like that. A lot of those times we just need to have, you know, just relax and, you know, be patient and wait for them, because once you do, they will take it, they will learn, and they might become one of your best business partners.
That's great.
Don't be haste. Take your time.
Yeah, take your
And
time.
step by step.
So add to what Julie said, I want to give you another tip. So once you go abroad, learn their language and their interest. So for example, I went to Bangladesh and I've heard that their water quality isn't that great. So I brought, you guys know, Atomy vitamin filter, water filter.
Yes,
You know
yes,
that,
yes.
right? So I brought it with me. Very shocking result came up. So normally in Korea, after using for about a few months, the filter changes color. But in Bangladesh, within 20 minutes. Yeah, you gotta understand the needs and maybe wants. So I found it that maybe if I show this result to consumers and business partners in Bangladesh, they will see, oh, maybe this is the market, like niche market that we can target on. So that's another thing that you can take into. Also, when I talked about language, my personal tip is whenever I go overseas, in Brazil, they speak Portuguese, Mongolian, Bangladesh, Bengali, right? So I speak English, however, I try to pick their local language and greet it with that language. So if I greet with their local language, suddenly, you know, they get really familiar. They open their hearts and she speaks our language. So to open their hearts and become friends, greeting with their local language is key.
Thank you, you three, for all of that wonderful advice. Jacob, now it's your time to take all that advice, and we know that you're going to be very successful, okay? So are you ready to work hard?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right.
Fighting!
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 You can do it.
you.
Yeah. Well, talking with everyone today, I can't not be certain that Atomy has to be very successful globally because we have so many people, you have so much wisdom, you have so much experience that I'm sure that not just me, everyone is looking forward to the bright future that you all have. Talking with everyone today, I am confident that Atomy will be successful globally. And I look forward to seeing our Atomy family being active on the global stage. This has been another installment of Global Talk to Me, and we will come back again with even more interesting topics. Until next time, bye!